Good day, everyone. This video is for my students in the World Geography and World History classes here at the high school. I want to say welcome back to school and welcome to school in the age of the coronavirus, or formerly known as COVID-19. The reason why we're doing classes this way is because as of today, you know, regular classes have been suspended here at the high school. However, teachers like myself, we have to be at work to make sure that we continue to prepare you for your life in the future. And as such, planning and teaching will continue using digital methods and also hard copies such as paper. One of the first things I want to tell you is that my first lesson will be going up this afternoon within the next hour. It's going to be a very brief lesson. It's going to be a very short lesson. You may be required to do a little bit of reading. You would be watching some videos, and more than likely you'll be answering some questions. Next week, starting Monday, March 23rd, we will start to make packets available for you to pick up at the high school so that you can get both your daily grades and your assignment grades. We will also be utilizing a variety of methods for teaching and a variety of methods for making sure that we are able to assess your learning while you are outside of the physical classroom. The idea of getting you prepared has not changed, and even though the coronavirus is doing its best to disrupt what we're doing, I'm hoping that the lessons that we have taught you over the last 2 weeks prior to you going on spring break would be bearing fruit right now. For example, anyone who was in my world history class and my world geography class 2 weeks prior to the spring break, you would be well prepared in how to deal with this issue called the coronavirus. You would also be able to give your family and your relatives and your friends some advice as to how to deal with it. And more than ever, you will be able to be a resource in the community so that other people can look to you for guidance on this matter. Remember to follow all the guidelines as issued by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and you can find the information at cdc.gov. And also look at what they're saying on the website belonging to the World Health Organization. Those two websites are the two primary sources of information globally, both here in the United States and overseas. Also, we also need to keep in mind that since we live in the state of Texas, we also need to know what the government of the state of Texas is saying. So listen out for any updates from the governor and from the Public Health Department as it relates to the COVID-19 situation. I hope that you can stay safe. I'll do my best to stay safe. And starting tomorrow, you will be seeing me doing some teaching using both the digital means and sometimes using the whiteboard behind me. I want to make this clear. School continues. The only thing is, we are disrupted in our personal interaction where you can sit in the classroom 5 feet away from me and hear and see and ask questions in the obvious manner. We'll figure this out. We'll get through this. Everything is going to be all right. All you have to do is stay safe on your side. I'll stay safe on my side by the grace of God, and everything should be okay. So until next time, look out this afternoon for your first lesson in Google Classroom, and tomorrow and on Friday, Thursday and Friday, and from next week, we'll start to give you your assignments so that you can have both your daily grades and your coursework grades to be placed in this lovely, great book. I want you guys to know that I've already prepared the tests for the next 2 weeks, so everything we do is leading towards that test. Make sure to pay attention, ask questions, and ensure that you learn so that you can get the maximum benefit from this exercise. Now, I remember one student was asking, why are we learning about COVID-19? Why are we learning about the coronavirus? Why are we learning about SARS and MERS and things like that? Well, as we learned then, history has a way of repeating itself in cycles. SARS was 20 years ago. MERS was somewhere between 10 and 15 years ago. Now we have the coronavirus. And the worst thing is, this is now a pandemic. It means that more than half of the country in the entire countries in the entire world being affected by this virus. It doesn't matter if you're a first world country or a developing country. It doesn't matter if your country is rich or your country is poor. It doesn't matter if you're a movie star or you're an ordinary person. The coronavirus is real. It does not discriminate. It is a virus based on opportunity, and you know exactly how you can get it. So please make sure that if you're coughing, continue to use your jacket, cough into your jacket or your elbow. Remember, wash your hands as regularly as possible. If you cannot wash your hands but you have hand sanitizer, feel free to use them generously. Additionally, make sure if you're sick, you go to see the doctor so that you're not contaminating the people in your household. And also make sure you look out for the elderly, those persons who have underlying medical conditions, babies and infants. Okay? So until you hear from me again, and until I hear from you, take care of yourself and be safe. I'm very proud of you for getting through this whole period called spring break, and now it's back to school in the age of COVID-19. Don't panic, we'll get through this together. Until next time, have a great afternoon. Bye.